Side of the stage. We're going to start music in about 2 minutes, and then the 8th graders are going to walk out to their seats. Good morning. Parents, please come have a seat so we can invite our 8th graders out to celebrate. There are plenty of seats off to the left, over here behind the pop-up. Good morning. Thank you for waiting. It's nice to see all of you 8th graders. I am Allison Kent. I'm the very proud principal at Wilson C. Riles Middle School, and I would like to ask Miss Jamie Topper, our Riles Teacher of the Year, and our wonderful computer science and broadcasting teacher, and she's actually a veteran, so she is going to sing the national anthem. So if you please rise, and we're going to face the flag.
Actually, I'm going to stand here. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job, Mrs. Topper. Thank you. There. Yeah, one more clap for Mrs. Topper. Thank you very much. All right, again, welcome Wilson C. Riles Middle School families, invited guests, faculty and staff, and the Riles Middle School class of 2023. And a welcome to those students and family members who are joining us from home. I don't know if you know this, but we are broadcasting this ceremony live on YouTube. Thank you to our computer technicians off to the side. I have a couple of requests to ensure a successful promotion ceremony. Families, please remain in your seats and in the designated areas to give everyone the opportunity to view all students during this ceremony. Please remain for the entire program while being respectful of all promoting 8th graders. All students, 8th graders, I'm talking to you, are to remain in your seats until the closing announcement and the processional. After the ceremony concludes, 8th grade graduates, you may head home with your families and begin your summer as 9th graders. Now I would like to introduce some people who have joined us today. Behind me to my left are our wonderful Center Unified Board members. Our board president, Miss Delray Pope. Our other board member, Mr. Howard Ballin. And our other board member, Mr. Stephen Bruno. Sitting next to our board members is our superintendent, Mr. Scott Lair. And I bet you know this guy. You're a former principal of this school, and now our Director of Personnel and Student Services, Mr. Chris Barassi. No, he wants you to keep clapping, so one more clap. He likes that. In the audience, I am also proud to have our PTA treasurer and our current employee. She is our attendance secretary and registrar, Miss Kylie Moore Purdy. And sitting next to Miss Moore Purdy is our PTA secretary, Miss Jennifer Larabrew Branshaw. Behind me, I have some very special people. I have my counselor, Miss Kylie Anderson. Next to her is the assistant principal, Mr. Brandon Giannichini, also known as Mr. G. Sitting next to Mr. G is our academic coordinators, Mrs. Jennifer Slay. And actually, at the other end is Miss Jessica Elmer. All right. And last but definitely not least, they work harder than most of us, our wonderful Riles staff, all of our teachers who are able to join us here today on my left. I'd like to take the time to acknowledge a few of our staff members who are leaving us at the end of the school year. I know, this one's going to be hard for me too. Because first, I don't know if you know this, but our counselor, a former math student of mine, yes, I was her math teacher, Mrs. Kylie Anderson. Mrs. Anderson, thank you for all of the social and emotional support you have provided for our students these past 2 years. You will be very missed and not easily replaced at all. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. All right, next I would like to talk about Mr. Tellis, who is beginning the next chapter of his life by retiring this year. Mr. John Tellis began teaching in this district at this school for 24 years. Mr. Tellis, you are going to be sorely missed, and we want to thank you and wish you the best of luck as you begin, hopefully, relaxing days of retirement. I already know, this is kind of a spoiler alert, I hope it's okay. I already know that our student speakers will reinforce these sentiments and will show how effective you were as a teacher. You were an English teacher, and this year you've been a fantastic creative writing teacher. You've inspired students to embrace reading, writing, and editing to always make sure they're using supporting details, which will be key for them in high school. Again, you will be hard to be replaced, but we wish you endless congratulations and a fabulous retirement to Mr. Tellis. All right, now it's my turn to address our current 8th graders. As a new principal, I've learned so many new things right along with you this year. There's a few things I didn't realize, like I would have to give a full speech for the promotion ceremony in front of lots of people. Until a couple of nights ago, when I was sitting down to write it, I also thought about how I didn't realize that I'd have to write a blurb for the yearbook. I should have had Mr. Tellis double check my grammar and punctuation before I turned it in. When you finally saw the beautiful yearbook last week, I'm sure you went straight to my page, obviously, and then in the yearbook when you opened it, you didn't want to see all the magnificent words I wrote. You probably went straight to counting how many pictures there were of you, or laughing at the faces of the teachers during the staff versus student events. But in case you missed it, I'm going to read that short paragraph to you now, because definitely a thing I've learned from being in school for many, many years is to take things you've done and find new ways to alter them to fit a different need. So here it goes, in case you missed it. The theme of this year's yearbook was Picture This. So take a moment to picture what you look like at the start of this school year. I'll give you a minute, because I absolutely know some of you have changed your color hair, you've even gotten taller, and you've even changed shoes multiple times with your friends. Maybe even think back to your ID card. And yes, despite what you say, you were all given an ID card on the first day of school or within the first day you started, even though some of you just lost it, and you would show us your Aries profile to get into events. Then, picture yourself in 5, 10, 20 years. What do you aspire to be? How will you remain the same, but also change? What things did you learn here at Riles that will affect your future? While this would be a great time for me to give you inspiring words to reaffirm all these aspirations, my biggest hope is this. I hope you think about moving on from focusing solely on perfecting TikTok dances. While I was always impressed by your patience with your friends to learn it too, and your skills to repeat the same moves at least 3,000 times to perfect it, I still encourage you to find something else to do while waiting in the halls or standing out here at lunch. Use those skills of collaborating with others and practicing through multiple repetitions next year in high school when you're actually asked to perform academic tasks that require those skills, because you will be. I also hope that you learn to advocate for yourself, but in respectful ways. And I want to share a big example this year that I had with a group of students who invited me to join their class for a presentation that they had created. They had a problem and a request that came with a solution. They created a PowerPoint with talking points and took the time to schedule a meeting with me to explain it. What about, you ask? Aren't you wondering what it was? They wanted to talk about our dress code. While they had strong opinions on why they disagreed with our current code, and they could have come to me and talked to me in a demanding, hopefully not disrespectful demeanor, that probably would have prevented me from wanting to listen and not listen to how they're advocating for their opinions. I listened, and I was very proud of them. Sorry, I'm fixing my hair. For respectfully presenting a solution. It is moments like this that I hope you realize your power and understand the power you can have when done right. Because guess what? I'm going to listen to them, and I'm changing it for next year. All right, I appreciate the applause, but I'm sorry to say that it won't affect the students sitting in front of me. You won't see it happening, but I figured it was an important time to let you know. Next year, pajamas will be allowed. Yep, I knew that was going to be what you said. Thank you to the team of students who inspired to make this change. I hope they and all of you in the next 5, 10, or 20 years, I see all of your names still bringing about positive changes beyond just the school setting, but I hope you're not wearing pajamas in 20 years too. Now I would like to take the time to focus on more students. In your programs, following the list of student names, you will find a key for some recognitions. I would like all of our ETS Scholar students to please stand up. So if you were part of ETS, please stand up. All right, go ahead and have a seat. Thank you. Please stand up if you were one of our 2-year AVID students. Awesome. Thank you to the AVID students. You will also notice, and you can probably hear their awards making noise. We had 8th grade students receive awards. Please stand up and show off your medals. Thank you to my 8th grade award winners. Next, please stand up if you were a member of our honor roll by earning a GPA of 3.5 or higher for the whole year. Congratulations to you all. And now it's time to hear from the true stars of today's show, our students. If you are a student speaker, would you please come up stage left, which is to your right. We are going to start with our school president, Miss Mia Hoskins.
Good morning, Huskies. I am Mia, your Riles class president. A lot of you people have been asking me this year what I do as president, and honestly, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I like to think I hope make at least a small difference in the school in a positive way. I love getting to spread confidence and kindness around the school the best I can. It might seem like I like to talk and sing a lot, but I think of it as being positive. I think people have realized that being kind is easy and fun. Okay, now on a more serious note, I want to thank my teachers these last 2 years. Thank you, Mrs. Coulter, for also believing in me and helping me find myself in acting and everything else. Mr. Johnson, who has taught me so much about music and more than I never would have known if I wasn't in this class. Mrs. Verhagen, for always believing me in my physical classes, even though I'm not the best. I have also modeled myself after people I've learned about in my U.S. history classes, thank you to Mrs. Andrews. For example, a person I have taken a liking to is John Lewis, and if you don't know who he is, you should really search him up. And a quote from his final essay that really stuck with me, and which has stuck with you, is, "When historians pick up their pens to write the story of the 21st century, let them say that it was your generation who laid down the heavy burdens of hate at last, and that peace finally triumphed over violence, aggression, and war." So now, if you don't care or remember any part of my speech, just to know that don't let other people embarrass you, embrace it. And congratulations, have a great summer, and in the wise words of John Lewis, so I say to you, walk with the wind, brothers and sisters, and let the spirit of peace and the power of everlasting love be your guide. And now here's my Vice President, Mustafa Rashid. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, for the great introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed parents and fellow graduates, I am honored to stand here and speak as your class vice president. I have to say a special thank you to Mrs. Michaelis, who encouraged me to run for class vice president. I wouldn't be up here truly today without her. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the fact that we've completed middle school. I want to give a shout out to our awesome teachers who have supported us along the way. Even though I know our teachers must really love us, I'm pretty sure they're really happy that we can't come back again. And let's not forget the MVPs in our lives, our parents and families who have been with us through thick and thin. These past years have been a roller coaster filled with challenges, growth, and hilarious moments. We've bonded over shared struggles and made memories to last a lifetime. But let's not get too sentimental, folks. We still have 5 more student speeches. While we may be receiving certificates today, fingers crossed that we can read them, to the last time we've bonded over our shared struggles and made memories to last a lifetime. High school is a whole new chapter. As we enter high school, I encourage all of you to pursue your passions without fear, embrace your opportunities, follow your dreams, and find what truly excites you. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now I'd like to invite up my cousin, who even though he's not vice president like me, I guess he's a valedictorian, Anas Abdel Fattah.
Thank you for that kind introduction. I am still the valedictorian. Before I start, I have a couple of things to say. First, if you have a phone, switch it on and keep yourself entertained. Second, if anyone takes you a good joke, could you please forward it to me? Now, I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers because they all supported me when I was in need. I am who I am today because of them. I learned a lot from them and hope everything I learned from them will help me in high school. Thank you to my parents for their support. Thank you to Miss Kennedy. I always hated social studies, but when I got her as my teacher, I started to like it. I had a lot of fun this year, but my most memorable experience was dissecting a sheep's eye in science. Even though it's disgusting and sounds weird, it was also interesting. I definitely did not enjoy all the homework. In closing, I would also like to thank Google, Wikipedia, and the inventor of copy and paste. At this time, I would like to invite another fellow valedictorian, Cameron Colburn.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cameron Colburn, and I am one of Wilson C. Riles' valedictorians. While here at Wilson, I've grown and learned a lot. Everything I've learned here has helped me develop as a person emotionally, physically, and mentally. I've had amazing teachers who have recognized my true potential and have helped me throughout my journey. I want to especially thank a teacher I had in 7th grade, Mrs. Michaelis, for her guidance and positive influence. Without her, I truly think I wouldn't be standing here giving this speech. She was an amazing teacher who was always there for me on and off campus. She was like my second mom, and I can't thank her enough for the academic and emotional support she provided me. Moving on to my 8th grade year at Wilson, it has been a wonderful opportunity for me to apply my 7th grade knowledge and experiences in my life. This year has taught me so much about myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, and what I value in life. I'm proud of all I've accomplished here at Wilson, and I'm proud of my friends who I know I've worked hard too, Allison Turkin and Angelina Nazarchuk. But most of all, I'm proud of myself. My hard work, dedication, and determination have brought me to this point, the point where I can proudly stand here and call myself valedictorian. I'm excited to carry these traits with me into the next phase of my life and keep my work ethic strong for my successful future. Thank you all for listening. And now signing off as an 8th grader and signing in as a freshman, I introduce Rianne, Keen, and Jaden.
Thank you, Cameron, for welcoming up my trio. Many of you may know me, but for those who don't, I'm Rianne, and these two students next to me are Jaden and Keen.
Hey, Mom, are you recording? Okay, thanks. All right, sorry about that. My name is Keen, as most of you guys know, because simply, I am just better. First of all, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister Keva, my brother Martin, and many of my friends. Oh, I'm so nervous. My friends especially, because they helped me guide through hardships and literally become who I am today. This middle school has been a really great one. There are too many memories of just 8th grades, I can't name all of them. But I can name one from Project Lead the Way, which was, you might find disgusting, dissecting a sheep's brain. I know. But from that, it gave me a passion for biomedical science, and I'd like to thank Mr. Hamilton for introducing me to it. Whoops. I'll wait. But aside from the appreciation, not everything was a smooth breeze. Like keeping my grades up, my mental health, my list, but thanks to a lot of you guys, it's been better. I literally wouldn't ask for anything or anyone else if I started with some of y'all. And I'm really disappointed that some of you aren't going to center, but I'm really happy that most of you guys are. Anyways, that's about it. Here's Jaden Reyes.
If you haven't heard twice already, I'm Jaden Reyes, and like the students before me, I'd also like to start off my speech by thanking my amazing friends and teachers. You guys have really made this school year way better, either by making me laugh till my stomach hurts or helping me with classwork. Someone specifically I want to thank is my music teacher, Mr. Johnson. It was my first year trying band, and because of him, it was amazing. He has been such a great teacher with his playful and positive personality. He has taught me so much about music, and I wish I could have him next year. One piece of advice I'd like to give to 7th graders that are moving on to 8th grade is getting things done. You really should not wait to turning your assignments at the last minute. Turning things faster and with your true effort will relieve you of so much stress. To conclude, thank you, Wilson C. Riles, for an amazing school year. And next up is Rianne.
Thank you, Jaden. To be honest, I debated on doing this speech. Luckily, these two standing with me gave the courage to. Then I almost changed my mind again when they made me go first. When writing this speech, the first thing that came to mind was a lesson I learned from a wise teacher here. So today I will share it with all of you. They taught me not to worry about the actual letter grade and to focus on doing my best. This took the pressure off needing to have academic validation and instead helped me to not be so hard on myself. Here's a special thank you to Mr. Tellis. To end my speech, I'd like to thank my family and friends. All of you are very special to me and bring my biggest smile out when I'm around you. You have all made me for who I am today, and thank you, Wilson, for all the memories.
Next
up is
Charlie Rico.
Didn't even work.
Hello, everyone. I am not sure how I am going to follow that one up, but I'll give it a try. Before I begin my speech, my name is Charlie Rico, and I surprisingly have the confidence to stand up here and say this. I like to show appreciation to all the people who led me here, especially my family. Moving on. I'm glad you all made it here with me. You were brave enough to go through many of hardships and fears which led us here. Let's set the scene for a quick story. It's 2021, and you're in 7th grade. You now see people randomly dancing in the hallway for TikTok views. The pandemic is coming to an end, and you are approaching the last days of your childhood. School so far has been pretty good for the most part. More friends, more freedoms, and more teachers. Whether the more friends part is good is debatable. More pressure and more gossip. But somehow you made it. Now the question is, how did you get here today? My advice to those people struggling under fake friends and immense pressure from your bullies, keep fighting and say what's right. As I learned, once you make a change, you create a chain reaction, which creates another one and another one. An Asian proverb once said, dig the well before you are thirsty. To get what you dream, you must work hard. Before you end your middle school journey, go to your fullest potential. Be honest. Don't lie to them. Today's the day. Middle school ends. I shall end my speech with a goodbye. So now I introduce you to Desiree and Aurora.
As Charlie said, this is Aurora.
And that's Desiree.
For us, middle school was pretty good.
We had started off with playing on the volleyball team together in 7th grade, which led to us becoming friends.
And we played again in 8th, and it had some of the best memories of this year, even though we kept losing.
Although we had an easy year, we are aware that not everyone did.
People struggled in certain areas, one of those being math, of course.
But those subjects will only get harder as we go on through the years.
Though most teenagers don't want to hear this, our suggestion to you is that you should study hard and work on the subject you struggle with.
This will help you with homework, tests, and finals, making you have an easier freshman year.
We may have all had some rough times, but happy times happen as well.
For example, I got a new puppy.
And I met a lot of new people and made a lot of new friends.
Throughout the year, we had fun times with each other and our friend Abby.
We are going to miss all the good times we had here.
One thing we won't miss is hearing, "Go to the track." Thanks, Ms. Verhagen.
But either way, we loved many of the teachers we had this year and last year.
Thank you all who have helped us through middle school.
And that concludes the valedictorian speeches.
Thank you to all of our student speakers. And now it's time for the Wilson C. Riles Middle School Class of 2023 to receive your promotion certificates. We will be reading all of the students' names, including those that are not physically here today. For those of you who are here, you'll be crossing the stage and receiving your certificate as you are walking across. First row, please rise and come to the stage.
Khalid Muhammadi. Anas Abdel Fattah. Kaden Abilo.
Tell them to wait till I say their name. Wait.
Muhammad Afzal. Yesenia Aguilar Rulas. Annalyn Alejo Apriacio. Gianna Alaman. Fatima Alzugabi. Marichka Androshuk. Jonathan Arprecio Rayon. Milana Apiag. Ava Armstrong. Rowana Babak. Sharam Babak. Alyssa Balilo. Andre Barraza. Delicia Bosco. Vincent Beasley. Colton Bell. Malik Blair. David Bodu. Robert Bogomaz. Kaylee Bondock. Sarah Ava Boone. Don't go, Victor. Salvador Bravo. Victor Brito. Gabriella Britton. Darius Bryant.
Jarrett.
Jarrett Bryant. Roshad Burleson. Getsali Call Jimenez. James Callahan. Jacob Colsbeck. Rose Casado. Anthony Caceres. Aaron Catlett. Alexander Celestino Zamora. Jayshawn Chavez Duran. Destiny Childs. Isabella Cobb. Kaylee Coggins. Cameron Colburn. Andre Cordoba Delgado. Lorenzo D'Amico. Mateo Diarci. Esanalo Dadwar. Bailey Darling. Zareen Dashti. Ayana Davis. David Danilla. Avery Dilworth. Stephen Dixon. Victor Dmitriev. Rianne Carla Duque. Kimberly Elisara Ross. Owen Elliott. Audrey Emsch. Yadira Espeo. Anaya Exaville. Sequoia Farley. Ariana Felix. Elena Farrell. Asher Ferrer. Jeremiah Fleming. Alasia Franklin. Martell Fretwell. Christopher Fugate. Gavin Gallagher. Aurora Garcia. Jesse Garcia. Justin Garcia. Madeline Gardner. Alice Gomez Rios. Daisy Gonzalez. Eric Gonzalez Arroyo. Alina Gracian. Mark Grishchenko. Jacob Hammond. Rajpal Hansra. Jackson Hart. Bahara Hatif. Zanaya Helms. Hazel Hennessy. Angelo Hernandez. And Alicia Hernandez Tapia. Brianna Hinchcliffe. Mia Hoskins. Anna Holt. Tanner Hunter. Gerard Hutton. Anthony Ibarra. Anaya Yosefa. Kamaje Jackson. Jarrett Javier. Tyree Jenkins. Kevin Jenkins Jr. Robert Camber. Natalie Kelly. Dominic Kern. Rashed Kadir. Vladislav Kamenko. Taiba Kosiani. Jonathan Concha. Ivan Karenko. Mark Kushner. Nikita Laktiovna. Harshmeet Lally. Matthew Longy. Hannah Larabrew Brenshaw. Nicholas Lease. Jillian Liebed. Tyler Linderman. Benjamin Lopez. Emily Limar. Juan Madrigal. Halimat Magomedova. Timofey McCovey. Hygia Malik. Christina Malishkanova.
I got this.
Tyson Malcolm Hugh Dongpanya. Keen Martin Marin. Rayanne Maroof. Alexander Martinez. Alyssa Martinez. Irina Maslyanchuk. Kayla Ann Mayfield. Jaden McDonald. Aiden McHaffey. Dawn Medina. Angel Mendoza. Christopher Miller. Gurneet Minhas. Rima Mishchuk. Mupet Mo. Samantha Moore Purdy. Martin Morales Jr. Evelyn Mua. Angelina Muka. Sarah Mulholland. Palwasha Nabidaza. Angelina Nazarchuk. Caleb Nelson. Noah Nero. Alexander Nicholson. Benjamin Nicholson. Michaela O'Brien. Talon Orson. Maya Paget. Josiah Palacios. Marisol Pentoa. Artem Patsula. Jeremiah Patterson Palma. Lily Mae Pelkey. Brandon Perez. Jaden Perez Cummings. Dominic Potenta. James Potter.
Say your name for me. Wait, Diari?
Diari Potts. Arena Prasad. Marco Prasad. Kelsey Prouty. Benjamin Purdy. Andrea Krista Ramirez. Haro Ramos Dominguez. Alyssa Ronhell. Mustafa Rashid. Jaden Reyes. Charlie Rico. Kenya Rico Luna. Aniko Riley. Stephen Robinson Jr. Jaime Luis Rodriguez. Gabriel Rodriguez Calero. Paola Rodriguez Pena. Anaí Rodriguez Escoto. Erica Romero. David Rudenke. Bryce Rule. Sean Ryan. Maya Seychow. Sean Seyfon. Afifa Sadari. Gregory Sakaya Sky. Desiree Sanchez. Guadalupe Sanchez. Tiffany Scott. Hunter Sedgman. Jonah Serrano. Nadeem Shams. Sophia Shevchuk. Timothy Sidoruk. Austin Sides. Kalia Silas. Dennis Silva. Sapphire Silvas. Micah Sims. Kitaro Sitampul. Joshua Stanton. Rory Steinbach. Michael Swank. Sophia Sidorchuk. Adriel Tabalog. Uriah Louis Tauke. Jared Terrell. Say your last name for me. Thalia. Hidge Thalia. Henry Thennis Hudson. Avenir Timofeyev. Vincente Tirado Ortiz. Elijah Tolliver. Aaron Trejo Acosta. Divinity Trujillo. Diana Saruk. Abigail Tucker. Allison Turkin. Bryson Uchida. Desiree Udo. Dawn Vang. Etni Vang. Layla Velo. Kara Vu. James Wall. Holly Weaver. Danica Willett. Elijah Williams. Kenya Williams. Dylan Wills. Zaide Zacharias. Ruth Zalalam.
All right, one more round of applause for all of our graduating students. Thank you so much for coming. Students, we wish you all the best in the future, and we know you will continue to make yourselves, your family, the district, and our school very proud of our Huskies. Congratulations, and let's hear it one more time for the Riles Middle School class of 2023. And the high school graduating class of 2027. Again, you are free to go. Parents on the tables near the gates, there are sign-out sheets. Thank you for coming. They're off. Woo.